Almighty Sun, guide my path in this hour of darkness. As the shadows of the abyss close in, let your sacred light banish them. And if I am to fall, let my flesh turn to ash, so my soul may ascend to you. Consumed in your flames for all eternity, now and forever. CRISOL.
Hello, I'm Louise Blaine. I'm the creative lead here at Blumhouse Games, and I'm joined by the director of CRISOL Theater of Idols, David Tornero. Hi David, I'm excited to go through some CRISOL with you today.
Hi Luis, I'm so excited to bring to the player another piece of CRISOL, so let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. This will be really exciting because people haven't seen this much gameplay before, so if you take us in.
Yeah, we are here. This is an early part of the chapter 1. It's a new biome that is called the Barns. So it's totally different from other environments that the people saw.
And this is still early in the game, right?
Yeah, it's not the beginning, but it's so early in the game for sure. It's, as I said, in the early part of the chapter 1.
What I love about this especially is that what we're seeing just now is a blood memory, because everything in CRISOL is about our blood, right, David? We reload with our blood. Gabrielle experiences things through blood. So when you brought these blood memories to life, what did you really want this to do?
Not only to use more the blood mechanic, that it's one of the most important things in the game. It's more to bring the player another way to understand the lore of the game without reading too much. I prefer to show them at least or memories or histories from Tormentosa and from CRISOL. So this is why we decide to use these blood memories instead of tons of documents that normally anybody read it.
And what people also just saw is, as Gabrielle, you absorb the corpses around. So while you've got Plasmarine, which will give you life and will give you ammunition, you're also using the corpses around to kind of fill up your health.
Yeah, it's something interesting. It's as you said, Gabriel needs to recover the blood because he used blood as a Seimo. So it's important to him to recover that blood that he lost in combat. And an interesting way to do it is that you can absorb the corpses that are scattered from around all the town, or you can pick these syringes full of blood if you don't want to recover your blood in that specific moment.
Now, I think this is where people have seen the Astyados before, but I never get tired of hearing about them. Can you tell me a little bit about the kind of history of these for you and why they're so scary?
These statues are typical from the Spanish folklore, the Catholic in specific, because normally here in Spain we use this technique to represent some religious icons. And of course, they are so terrifying, not only in the game, in the real version, are not so pleasant to see it. They are so scary, and this is when I see it. These statues, when I imagine that one as an enemy. So that was the main inspiration for the Astillados. That Astillados means like splinters because they are made of wood. We have different types of them. They are the main enemy of the game, and we have, as you see, the ones with a crossbow. We have another with forks and with another weapons with different behaviors to try to make it more interesting than having only one type of them.
And you say that they're the main enemy, but there are other enemies that I find that I think some of which people have seen. I think people have seen some. Can you maybe tell us a little bit about anything that people might have seen in any of the CRISOL trailers?
Yeah, we have another enemies, and the main difference between them are the material. As I said before, the astillados are made of wood, and we have another made of stone. Others are made of stained glass, even another materials like oil painting. We try to give them this specific or difference between them, and of course they have totally different behaviors between them. Some can fly, some are so tanky that can crush you in one hit. So that made the iconography of CRISOL with much variety.
Yeah. And I think what's cool about especially the astillados, you're saying that the splinters and wood, is the fact that when people we all love to shoot heads in games, right? We all love to shoot heads, but if you shoot the head off the astillados, the body just keeps coming, which I think is one of my favorite things. Or if you shoot the legs, then the rest of the body keeps coming. So they are relentless when it comes to attacking you. But I think one thing I also wanted to point out is there's we're in the barns. It's not quite, yes, there's a way in and a way out, but you really wanted to make sure that there's always lots to find, didn't you? There's always different directions to go. You can always keep finding additional collectibles, right?
Yeah, one of the important things for CRISOL is to make the world explorable. Like we want to reward that kind of players. If you explore the town, you will find so many secrets, because at the end the town itself, it's like another character. We don't want the environment be so like static or only a beautiful scenographies. We want to make part of the gameplay. So if you explore, you will discover not only the main lore of Tormentosa, you will discover another resources that will make your adventure more easy than if you are like this kind of rush player that want to finish it so quickly. So we try to encourage the player to explore.
Yes, so you'll be rewarded, and there's definitely multiple ways you can be rewarded that way. But I think one of the big ways is if you're collecting coins, then you can take them to the shop and you can upgrade the much needed upgrades to your guns, but also skills as well. So I think that's something I wanted to ask you about: is how did you survival horror? You never feel really, really powerful. That's something that we don't always feel in survival horror. So when you were thinking about the skills, how did you plan those out?
In that game, you are a little more powerful maybe than other because you have a plenty of weapon and resources, but as your blood is your main resource, even if you are so powerful, you will lose even if you win. So to try to compensate that, you will have these skills that some of them will help you to recover the blood in different ways, not only absorbing corpses. Maybe you will have lifesteal or less damage from the enemies. Even you can shoot through two enemies or pierce the enemies with a special shot. We want to bring them a different ways to play CRISOL 2, and this is where the skills are so important. But yes, you need to find all these coins and crow relics and all the stuff that you need to exchange for these skills. So it's important to explore, as I said before, if you want to be more powerful in CRISOL because the enemies will be more powerful in each chapter, so you need to scale at the same way.
Yeah, I think that's really interesting. I think forcing you into the dark corners of Tormentosa just to make sure that you find everything you can so that you can level yourself up. But if people play the demo, which is available on Steam just now, that's actually the area that we've just entered. So you can actually continue your journey through CRISOL if you head to Steam and download the demo just from this exact moment. So thank you so much, David, for taking us through CRISOL.
Thank you, Luis, and I'm so excited. See you soon.
You can play the demo on Steam now, and watch out for CRISOL Theater of Idols on PC, Xbox Series and PS5 in 2026.